my life, I could feel an insistent gnawing in the back of my mind. It was a yearning, a thirst for discovery that could be neither numbed nor sated.
Hey everyone, welcome back to some more Let's Play Darkest Dungeon, the LUNM mod, with me, your host Tim. Remember, this is a D-Day modded version of the game. You can see Red Hook's stance on modding their game down below in this video's description. Down below in the comment section, I will also hopefully have a comment pinned from me, which will have some timestamps in it, allowing you to skip ahead to other parts of this video which might interest you a little more than me talking about the LUNM mod or me doing the town-related things. Alright, so let's do the LUNM mod stuff first. So, what have I done off screen? Or rather, what have I done to the mod? So, I just tweaked the Widow Spider a little bit more. I gave it a disease. It's actually going to stick with a weak blight for its bite attack with the disease chance. And I can't seem to get it stunned the last 2 rounds. So I'm instead just going to leave it as a, obviously then a single round stun, which will affect 2 people, whichever 2 groups of people it decides to hit with its ability. I gave it a little more hit points, 1 more hit point at each level as well. This way it might be able to survive 1 attack, 1 crit non-attack from a hero, making you really have to choose whether you want to kill 2 green spiders or kill the Widow if it shows up. So we will see how well that works. For LUNM-related things as well, I actually really need to focus on those trinkets to get them in the game so I can begin testing them to make sure that they're balanced somewhat. So I'm probably going to go full tilt on getting them in. We're hitting level 3, and these special trinkets I want to show up starting in level 3 dungeons, or, actually veteran dungeons. I would like them to start appearing, so I gotta start working on getting that to work. With this said, is there anything else for the LUNM stuff as well? Oh, right, this. I definitely wanted to ask you guys this. So, one thing I was thinking about doing for version 2 of LUNM is having new mashables. So, what I mean by that is creature formations. We've seen just about the majority of the creature formations, or I have, as we've played through the game all these past years, but there's quite a few other things we could do for the enemies if we wanted to. Like, if we go to the dungeons, what happens there is that the game, whenever we have an encounter, the game consults a list of all the possible encounters that we could have, and it doesn't randomize the order of the creatures that we're fighting. It's always the same types of, there's a great many picks it can choose from, but they're not randomized. Like, if the game's going to spawn a Bone Defender, a Skeletal Militia, an Arbalist, and a Courtier, well, that's because it was defined to spawn them in that exact order in the game file. It doesn't randomly say, well, I want a frontline fighter, I'm going to pick this one. I need 2 people in the medium ranks, I'm going to pick these 2. It's just whatever you decide to define it as. We can add new creature formations to the game, some of which might be very powerful, but maybe we've never seen them before. Like, for example, we could have a gargoyle in the front rank, a ghoul in the second rank, and a skeletal spearman in the final rank, for example. Ghouls, when they spawn, don't spawn, to my knowledge, with anything else other than maggots when they spawn, and they don't spawn, they can spawn with gargoyles. They also don't spawn in rooms. It's not in the game files, but we could add that in. We could add a battle would be the skeletal general, the big giant guy, heavy armor with the mace, and the ghoul behind him if we really want to be nasty, for example. So there's all sorts of different options that we have available to us should we desire to do any of these things. So if you guys have any idea for different formations, let me know. Otherwise, I'm going to, or in addition to that, I'm probably going to begin adding a few new formations. See if I can make things even tougher for us than what they actually are at the moment. And that's all the LUNM-related things. Just in time for the music to stop. So now let's do town-related stuff. So first, and the last mission, holy crap, that was awesome, wasn't it? I actually forgot to go and add the stress to the flesh, so I will do that right after this video is done. No one else leveled. I'm sorry, we did get some levels, Tim. You have 2 new level 3s. Let's see where we're going today first. Okay, so we need to level the ruins if we want to kill the prophet. And I also want to kill the creature here. And I really wouldn't mind having that legendary bracer. So I think we will go after the Sodden Crew today. So back over to the Cove. If we're going to the Cove, I really want to bring North with me. Because North has no diseases. And she can... Well, do we need to worry about bleeds in the Cove at this level? I don't think we do. Although, Noxious Blast is very nice. The stun would be good as well. Alright, if we bring North with us, we could bring someone else for the second rank. Do we have any Cove tacticians? We do. Bob Seagull King. Oh, but would he be good here, Tim? I'm thinking about how to kill the main boss here, what we're going to want here. Oh, Dank Dude's Cove Tactician. We could bring Dank Dude, Mr. Seagull King, and Michael Janus. Yeah, this could work. Wouldn't even need to use that, Tim. You could just leave it as this at the moment. Actually, Michael Janus, you missed a lot. I wouldn't mind having an upper rank of focus for you, just in case, on my lepers. I still want to make this last 4 rounds, not 3 rounds, just as a heads up. Alright, so what skills are we giving you to start? I guess we'll give you Chop, we'll give you Hew, we'll give you Focus, and we'll give you Withstand right now. All these are usable from the first rank, and we can swap off with Solemnity if we need it. Okay, so yeah, so let's bring this group to the Cove. We should have the damage output that we need to do this. We can take advantage of marked target there. We can get Weakening Curse on them. Maybe Abyssal Artillery would be good on Bob Seagull King. So if I do that, then I'm going to drop... Actually, then we'll drop the Weakening... Oh, hold on. What do we want to do then? Let's take Weakening Curse... Vulnerability Hex, Rubric Instruction, Abyssal Artillery. These are the skills we'll take with us. Okay, so that's where we're going. So now we can deal with stress recovery and level people and or treat quirks. So Apathy Knight, oh god! I want one of those gone and something locked, but we also need to look at our level 3s first. I really want to lock something on you, Pincer of Fate. Like Irrepressible would be good. Quick Draw would also be decent. Actually, Warren's Explorer, something like that might be useful too. Okay. Luho, let's purge your Warren's Phobe. And now let's look at all the other people. Who are we not taking with us? Cassandra? Oh my god, we have so many things here. We need to lock something. We'll get rid of Nocturnal on you, and I think we'll lock... Which one of these? I think Unholy Hater. I know that this is the more important one. I can say this without giving anything away. Most of the creatures in the final dungeon are Eldritch, so this becomes really important for those characters. But I'm gonna lock Unholy Hater instead. It gives us a little bit of money, which should be enough. Where do you want to go? Oh, okay. You want to go to the Transept. You are God-fearing, but I can't put you in there, and I can't level it. Oh, I hate just having you sit around, Apathy Knight. Who else has stress? Anyone else? No one else has any appreciable stress? Really? Yeah, no one does. Oh. Okay, then. Let's... Do I want to trade? I would need... How many? 3? No. I need more than that. 4 portraits. Do I really want to trade 4 portraits? No, we won't. We'll just wait. Unfortunately, you'll just sit around with some stress on you, Apathy Knight. Okay, let's go and do this boss. We'll hold on to... Oh, the rest of our cash? Yeah, this is fine. Let's provision. Okay, so before we go, remember that because this is a boss mission, I won't do any talking during this one to make it more thematic. Also, what have I changed with this guy? The only thing I believe I've done... My notes are in the other room. The only thing I've done for this boss is I have increased the chance of his mutiny debuff, to getting that to work. And at higher levels, I've increased that chance. In the base game, mutiny is always a flat 100% chance to succeed. So I made it better as it's leveled. Oh, and I also increased the amount of stress that drinking with the crew does. I think in the base game it only... Back when I worked on the mod, it only did like 6 stress, so I upped it. I probably should change it to a horror effect, now that I think about it. Do a little bit of stress, like, indeed 6 stress, but then it horrors the person. Oh, you know, I should do that now. Why don't I be right back, everyone? I'll be right back. Okay, everyone, back. So I made the alteration, and now the cultists... the drowned captains... drink with the crew. It looks like Red Hook made it so he always does stress 1, which is basically 10 stress. So I've reduced the stress he does to maggot stress, which is 6 stress, and I've given him a horror effect. It will last for, at rank 1, it'll last 3 turns for 3 stress each turn it ticks, and then at rank a veteran, it'll be 4 stress for 3 turns, and then the final rank, it will be 4 stress for 4 turns. And we'll see how it works. That said, I'm not gonna buy Laudanum for this run. This is something I probably would now begin taking to the Cove at the next rank over, at Veteran. Alright, so let's begin prepping. So we're overnighting at least once. I'll probably want 3 shovels. I will want 2 keys, probably. I don't know why I'm buying so many medicinal herbs any longer. This doesn't seem worth it anymore, because we don't ever find anything. But we'll bring 4... Oh... Bring 5 medicinal herbs, just in case. A few more torches. We'll bring an extra bandage. And I guess we'll bring some holy water to help us with resistances when we finally meet the boss. And I think this is good. Let's get going.
Prying eyes had become a nuisance along the old road, and so I undertook to receive my most curious deliveries by way of marine shipments. A sheltered jetty was accessible by a narrow stone stair off the back of the manor, and a discreet system of pulleys could hoist even the heaviest prizes up the rock face from a securely tied dinghy below. The poor devils, chained and drowning for eternity.
Alright, everyone. Remember that this is a boss mission, so I will be silent. I'm greedy, so we're gonna go left first. And see what's at least in the front room before I decide if I'm gonna keep going that way for more treasure. And then we'll double back. By the way, he is in this room, assuming that the game still spawns him as far away from us as possible. Alright, everyone. See you at the end.
Packs laden with loot are often low on supplies. emerges as the enemy crumbles. Continue the onslaught. Destroy them all. Falls, a faint hope blossoms. Be wary. Triumphant pride precipitates a dizzying fall.
Everyone, I need to check on that Octo-Tank really quick. He didn't guard anyone, which is really weird. I'm gonna go take a look at his file. Be right back. Hey everyone. No, it's fine. Actually, I didn't even realize it till right now. It's only he has only a slightly higher chance to use his guard than the Octo-Status, so no, he's fine. Let's get back to it, Tim.
Continue the onslaught. Destroy them all. Remind yourself that overconfidence is a slow and insidious killer. If only treasure could staunch the flow of otherworldly corruption. Fiend falls, a faint hope blossoms. Press this advantage. Give them no quarter. Surges as the enemy crumbles. This expedition at least promises success. A spark without kindling is a goal without hope. As the light gains purchase, spirits are lifted, and purpose is made clear. Finding the stuff is only the first test. Now it must be carried home. spoken. Maintain the offensive. That cuts on its own. Decimated. Seize this momentum. Push on to the task's end. Wealth beyond measure, awarded to the brave and the foolhardy alike.
Everyone, I'm gonna go check this again. That's really weird that he isn't using his guard. He did 4 attacks total now, that class, and hasn't guarded at all. I'm gonna be back again. Sorry about this. No, there's nothing. Nothing. There's no differences. Let's move on and hope we see him guard someone in the future.
Wealth beyond measure, awarded to the brave and the foolhardy alike. Grievous injury, palpable fear. As the fiend falls, a faint hope blossoms. Annihilated. Continue the onslaught. Destroy them all. Inspiration and improvement. Remind yourself that overconfidence is a slow and insidious killer. Another mariner, another misfortune. Finding the stuff is only the first test. Now it must be carried home. As the light gains purchase, spirits are lifted, and purpose is made clear. Obliterated. A decisive pummeling. Slowly, gently. This is how a life is taken. Confidence surges as the enemy crumbles. A fortune, waiting to be spent. and the crew obeys. The weapon that cuts on its own. Powerful blow. Uncertainty, the birthplace of dread. Maintain the offensive. They are cursed to All my life I could feel an insistent gnawing in the back of my mind. It was a yearning, a thirst for discovery that could be neither numbed nor sated.
Stunned by the apparent value of the thing concealed amidst the putrid feathers, onlookers wondered if a trek to its perch might not be in order. Plot quest, Shrieker's Prize. Interesting. Okay, everyone. So, really quick before... no, let's read this first. Unwanted Opinion has become a shrewd risk-taker and gained Skilled Gambler. Nice, because you like to gamble anyway. You also recovered 69 stress. Chrysandra underwent effective quirk treatment and removed Nocturnal, locking Unholy Hater. Luho1346 removed Warren's Phobe. We have the Shrieker's Prize, which is a quest I guess that remains around forever. Dank Dude 201 is Veteran, as is Notch, as is Goo... Oh, crap! My Jesters leveled because they were idle. Crap. I didn't... Oh, man, I meant to not have that happen. Well, it is too late now. Okay, so now we have even more level 3s. Well, I guess that's good in a way. It's bad because I really didn't want that to happen. I've been tempted to remove those town events, honestly. They're more hurtful than helpful, but whatever, we'll do with it at the moment. So wow, we have a ton of people now level 3. We only have a little bit of stress. That went really well. I like the horror effect on the crew. The magic stress wasn't working, so I gotta take a look at that. That said, we would have gained maybe 6 more stress, or total 12 more on one person, who I'm going to throw into stress recovery anyway. So I guess for this run it doesn't matter, but I'm going to want to fix that. I do like that the stress horror stacks. I didn't realize it did that. That's going to make that ability really super strong. Like, really strong. I'm going to probably bring Laudanum when I go after him in the next rank. Okay, and we get some trinkets. So that will do it for us. Oh, and we gained, of course, another curse. And I guess drinking the blood just doesn't immediately make you bloodlusted, which is what I thought it did, but it obviously does not do that. We also didn't get any coral in that place. I'm gonna go double check and see what the odds are of coral spawning. Up that a little bit. This has been like our 6th trip to the cove, and we've only gotten like 1-2 corals tops. That's ridiculous. I gotta fix that still. We're not getting any blueprints. I thought all the bosses definitely dropped a blueprint, but apparently that's not the case. Oh, I might have to check the loot tables for that. Alright, anyway, I'm done, everyone. Thank you guys for watching, and I will see you all in the next one. Take care, everyone.